Welcome to the person. Yes, we are here live. I'm here with my brother, my resident analyst, Mr. Efos. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. I'm glad to be back. It's been a
Thank you
while.
so much. It's been a while.
This, yeah.
Been a while. I think we did a live yesterday, right? Now we are following up with another one. Hopefully, we have time to do this thing.
Okay.
So, if you are just getting into the live broadcast, do us a favor, strike a like on the video. Do not forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and make sure your notification bell is turned on. And make sure the volume is good, and make sure your audio is great. Yeah, shout out to Oxymoto in the building. Shout out to you. Came in early. Shout out to you for coming in early. I like that. We are looking forward to tomorrow's match in the Champions League. Arsenal playing against PSV Eindhoven. So, Efosa, your thoughts?
The carpet. We are back where we belong.
We are back where the big boys play.
Bro, I was watching someone saying it has been 3 million. How many is it? Hours? And how many days and all?
6 years. 6 years.
78 months to be precise. It has been too long.
A lot
has happened within that time,
Yeah.
A lot of things and a lot of improvements. I, for one, by God's grace, hope I want to watch the match, let the noise, the song, Champions League song, let it soak my ears at the Emirates. That moment, the fact that we're playing at home first. I love that they did it like that.
Yeah, let me read this chat from Oxymoto. I must sing that Champions League song like the national anthem. Do so, mate. We all deserve it. We deserve it. The haters have been too long, like Mr. Fosa said. It's been too long, so let us relish the moment.
Yeah, unlike some blue rascals that don't. I'm glad, and also we are facing a team that would, to an extent, give us a challenge based off of what we saw, and I would say there are players. Some of them are known to me, but the ones that are known, they have some level of quality. So I would love to, see us, do well. I'd really love to see us do well, and I'd love for us to kick our campaign off with a win. I believe we have we are really excited, and a lot of the guys are, anticipating, an amazing reception at the Emirates. So, yeah, I'm really happy. I hope, it turns out well.
Okay, let me read this chat real quick from Oxymoto. I'm happy for Rice and some of the young games. They will embrace the moment. They should enjoy it and embrace it and make the most out of it. So, like I said, we've been out of the Champions League for 6 years. PSV Eindhoven, who we are playing tomorrow, I've been out of the Champions for 5 years. So, we have similar history of some sorts. So, back to the big boys terrain, back playing in Tuesday and Wednesday night. I'm loving it. I am loving it. And when it comes to PSV, they're a decent team. Even though they sold some of their players, they sold Sangare to Nottingham Forest, Maxi Simons to
Javi Simons.
Thank you for the correction to PSG.
Funny enough, one man of the match today for Leipzig.
You see, so they have some very, very quality players. Now, if you look at recent results, let me put it on the screen real quick. Let me find it. They're not doing badly for themselves, right? They're not doing badly at all. If you look at their recent results, right? They beat Vitesse in their league. Then for the Champions League qualifier, they drew with Rangers at Rangers and actually smashed Rangers 5-1 at PSV. In their league, they've beaten their competitors 4-0 and 4-0. So they are free scoring. They are scoring. So they're a decent team. Let me read this chat from Oxymoto. Did Vanessa get sacked? Right? Yeah, you sacked him. That was last season. They sacked him last season.
Yeah.
So So look at their results, right? They don't look. We know the Dutch league is not the strongest. We're not going to pretend
Yes.
strongest, but they've been scoring some goals and they've considered just one in 4 matches. What do you think about them?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, 1 week is I say a week team, NEC Breda. You know, these are the teams that normally they are the bottom feeders of the league. So
Yeah,
yes, getting a result against them, yes, it's expected, and at least the high scoring one is also admirable. I do think tomorrow we will give them a game.
we
We
should.
want we want that Champions League experience to soak in. Secondly, the fans, the excitement, the players coming back, not being overly excited, too excited that they are caught up in the moment, but excited to want to, you know, show what they can do in in this particular competition because we have to raise our stocks. So yeah,
Sure.
yeah, I am really excited to see how because to an extent, I'm hoping they come out to play football also.
Yeah.
That is what.
So quickly before we start the stream, about an hour or two ago, I said to watch some of the highlights of their recent game. They are a very expansive team. They are
Yeah,
playing now. That doesn't mean they'll do that at the Emirates, but for what I've
yeah,
seen, I'm not going to claim that I watch the Dutch league
yeah.
as consistent as
Absolutely.
I watch English Premiership. So I just
Yeah.
watch some highlights. They look very expansive. They are progressive. Hopefully, they do the same thing at the Emirates tomorrow.
Yeah, I intend to see them. I hope to see them come out because the quality of what we've seen from the EPL has just been two banks of four against Arsenal, wingers and fullbacks coming together to mark our wingers, what I say, crowding up the midfield to either match
Yeah,
our numbers or overcrowd our own numbers. So yeah, that would be kind of a breath of fresh air, meaning the game can be to an extent end to end, and we can actually
and
keep the
entertaining.
ball.
Exactly.
Yeah, because if we keep the ball, they will definitely come out, draw out, and once they draw out, we should be able to carve, chances through them and score. So I know it's easier said than done, but
Done. Yeah.
I expect a better, a good showing tomorrow.
Hopefully, the Dutch side, and we know the Dutch, they like to play progressive
Yeah,
attacking football. Now,
yeah,
I'm not saying that guarantees they're going to be open and expansive tomorrow, but from what I've seen and how the Dutch play culturally, they like to
yeah,
attack, they like to be
yeah,
expansive and expressive. Hopefully, we see that at the Emirates tomorrow. So, if you look at
yeah,
their last match, this was their team sheet. I know Sergio Desk, right back, though we've seen play for Barcelona before. Bella Kocha, the Southampton boy, very,
yeah.
in my opinion, is a decent
Look,
defender. I'm
yes,
surprised the
yes.
big boys. I'm surprised the big boys didn't go for him. They have a Bakayoko, a tricky winger. It looks very nice. I've seen him a few times. Then De Jong, a veteran that likes to score against Arsenal. He has scored a few goals against Arsenal.
And
So,
it's always
water
Air
play.
Force.
Exactly.
Yeah,
He's good on set pieces. So they have a decent squad. Then we have
yeah,
this guy from Lozano. I think it was at Napoli. He just went back to
yeah. He
PSV.
came back this season.
So they are a decent outfit. Even though
Yeah,
Arsenal better in quality, we play in a
yeah.
more competitive league. But the PSG, if we take them for granted, we might be up for a rude awakening. What do you think?
Definitely, bro. Of course. Arsenal, like the way I see it is this. Everybody has wanted to return to the Champions League. One, we want to return and compete. Secondly, we want to go far because seeing that we competed with Manchester City and they won the Champions League, there's this expectation now that, and with the analysis of our squad, in comparison to a lot of squads, we are in a much, 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 much better place than most people in Europe. So
Exactly.
what I think Arteta definitely, you know him, he wouldn't stand for some kind of nonsense that we are going there, then everybody starts, getting carried away. Rice is definitely not going to get carried away. Excited, but not getting carried away.
Sure.
Odegaard, excited, but not getting carried
Yeah.
away. So Saka would want to show on the big stage that he too,
He can do it. He
you
can cut it.
understand? Yeah, that you understand. He has not just been doing it on the
Local stage.
Premier League, yeah, and World Cup stage. This is, the
For the big
place.
boys, where the big
Yeah,
boys show.
yeah. So definitely he would want to, would want to show our hand. So I do believe whatever they come to do tomorrow, we are to a very good extent equal, if not superior.
So let's look at the Arsenal team, right? Let me take this out of the screen right real quick and bring up the Arsenal team. At the
Yeah.
weekend, we played against Everton, and this was the starting 11. So this was Arsenal's team, the starting 11 against Everton. Let me take this out of the screen real quick.
Mm.
So we had Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Rice, Vieira, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Nketiah. Do you expect to go with this same team, or you expect some changes?
Well, tomorrow Martinelli won't be available based off of the
Or
small
injury?
knock.
Okay, that one is already struck out. Martinelli is out already. Okay.
I don't see Raya starting. I see Ramsdale returning.
Why?
Then, I mean, because he's the one that got us in Champions League, and it's not as if we're playing what I
So your,
say.
your your reason is based on sentiment?
No, no. I just believe he's going to start tomorrow. I
Okay.
already
So,
thought about it.
okay, let's say hypothetically, or you had the chance, will you pick Ramsdale over Raya?
I'll pick Ramsdale.
Why?
He was the one who got us into the Champions League. Let's
That's
start
your
with him.
sentiment. You're not telling me
Bro,
about
yes,
whether
but
was the better goalkeeper. You're not saying you got into Champions League.
bro,
What kind of
that is
reasoning
the
is that?
thing. But that is the thing. With the way Arteta has shown to us,
Yeah.
nobody is guaranteed a spot. So
Okay. Look.
I
Okay.
mean,
Look at what Oxmoto just said. ESR deserve a game time. No,
yeah,
I
you
don't
will
think
get
anybody
it.
deserves a game time. You have to work for your game time. I don't think anybody.
Yeah,
Or do you think
you
I'm
will
being
get
too
it.
harsh?
No, bro, I would say yes, you work for his game time, but his game time will come. I don't know if you understand.
When?
It's not in the
When?
case of, it's the most of the times when we've been bringing on players, we've not
Yeah.
had the luxury now to say we can bring on some other players to come in. I don't know if you understand. Let's be
Okay.
truthful. We've not had that luxury. So the only luxury, because it's not as if we've had a game where at 67th minute we are
You are like
leading
a
3-0
goal.
or 4-0. Yeah.
Exactly.
If not, it could come on. You understand? With
Yeah.
the Ramsdale situation, there's nothing there. But I just believe he will start based off of the fact that, I can decide I want to put him. He's the Champions League goalkeeper. There's nothing wrong there. I don't think Raya will make any cause any trouble because he didn't play in the Champions League game. So that's why I believe Ramsdale should be there. Or I believe he will be there. Whomever starts tomorrow, I don't have an issue with it. You understand? Just if I was, handling the team sheet.
Hello, are you there? You got stuck. Let me see. I think he's having some technical difficulty. Hopefully, he can get back. Let's see. Can you hear me? I think he's having some. Hopefully, he will get back. So let me continue. So, based on of the weekend, we had Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Rice, Vieira, Odegaard, Saka. Okay, it's back. I think it's back. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, I am. I can. So sorry, I
Okay.
don't know what happened.
Yeah, no problem. Technology, these things happen. It's a live show. So
Yeah.
things happen. It's not pre-recorded. So it happens.
Yeah.
So you're talking about Ramsdale and Raya that are going to just go with Ramsdale because he got us into the Champions League. Well,
Yeah. And I'm not playing.
that's a fantastic reason. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. And we are not playing. It's not as if we have to do. I personally don't think if Ramsdale or Raya starts, we are in danger of losing the game, especially when we're
To
at home.
PSV.
Yeah. Yes, that's why I say Ramsdale. But if it was something where we need to keep the ball more, we need to match our opponents, definitely I'd say, Raya or Ramsdale has this skill set. So that's my only reason. Jesus, I do believe, we will be better up front with Jesus. Or even if he decides to start in Nketiah, I still don't have a problem because I've still been impressed with how he has played with the team, honestly. So that's how I see
Were
it.
you impressed with his performance on against Everton?
I would say he did what he needed to do as a
No,
striker.
I think
Cause
against Everton, it was a so-so performance.
yeah,
I
but it was a
understand kind of
so-so.
performance can happen. It was
Yeah,
a so-so performance.
even
So,
even I think his brother Haaland of recent, his game, I think that he didn't have how many touches in the game. So I
yeah,
understand that even as Haaland is as good as he is, some days he doesn't have a touch in the game. He doesn't score. Maybe he scores. That's the only difference. But saying other than that, no. I just look at it and say, for what we needed at the time, yes,
yeah.
maybe if Jesus played, don't know. Maybe if Jesus played it, he might have done amazingly. So
So Oxmoso say if Raya starts again, the media will start
yeah,
up more rumors. Definitely, whether we start him or
of
not, the
course.
media will always find something to talk about. Uh, so you are going for Ramsey to start tomorrow. What of the defense? Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel Zinchenko, same back four.
Same back four, I think. I don't know that Bakayoko you said is a good player.
He's a tricky winger,
Pending
yeah.
where, yeah. So if he plays on Zinchenko's wing, Arteta might say, okay, let me start with Tomiyasu. It could still be something where he says, you know what, let me just keep the team the same way. So I don't, with or without, I do believe yes, we've played tricky wingers with Zinchenko on, so
Yeah.
part of those things.
So you're not going to rotate any of the back four, same back four, right?
Go back for.
So the midfield, Rice, Vieira, and Odegaard. Are you going with same midfield or are you going
I
to
don't
make
have a
any
problem.
changes to it?
I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem. Even if he decides he wants to start Sky, I don't have a problem with it. We have that luxury right now to do what we want to do. He can even decide he wants to start Smith Rowe. That's his own level of unpredictability also.
So who
So
do you think will replace Martinelli? Do you think it will be Nelson or Trossard?
I think he's going to be Trossard. I think Trossard will be the straight shooing for him.
Yeah, but
Um,
for me, I'm going to be a bit controversial. As some of you might not like mine, so I think I prefer Nelson because I like the pace. I'm not saying Trossard is not a better player because of
yes,
those clutch moments,
he's
right?
yeah on
Trossard
both
is that player
feet.
that can that X factor. But
Yeah.
I want the pace of Rhys Nelson.
Yeah, I understand you. Rhys Nelson has, he has the scary pace to run at
Exactly.
you, do more.
Yeah.
I think Rhys Nelson is still the guy. Maybe Saka isn't playing, he will replace Saka.
He can play both wings. He can play both wings.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you,
Okay.
for what I've seen, he's actually he's strong. He's stronger playing from that Martinelli's wing, in my opinion.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
what I've seen. I can also say Havertz, like Mr. Fusa said, he doesn't care whether Havertz comes in or Vieira plays. He thinks we have a good enough team to actually blow away PSV.
Yeah, I think so.
Shout out to Nate, 87
Yeah.
Nate, Charlie, boys in the house. Shout out to you. Been a long time. We're back. We're back. Shout out to you. So, you think the changes we should make will be Jesus for Nketiah, right? Uh,
Yeah.
Trossard for Martinelli, Saka stays, Odegaard plays, Vieira or Kai Havertz. We know Rice is
Yeah.
going to be the six. There's Zinchenko, Gabriel, Saliba, White, and Ramsey. I think that's a good team. That's a good enough team that actually should be able to beat PSV, provided we
Yeah.
are not complacent. Let's not
Oh,
think in our head.
that is the perfect word. If we
Yeah.
are not complacent, yes. I just want a situation from the beginning. Let everybody begin. Let everybody start knowing, what pain can look like if you decide you want to come toe to toe with us. That's what I feel people should understand.
This is a good one from 87. I think Jorginho will
Very
see a
true.
lot of Champions League minutes. Now, I was tempted to say, let's play Jorginho. But after watching the highlights of PSV, I love Jorginho. Maybe see, Jorginho, I think sometimes we attribute that if a six doesn't have pace, they can't play six. That is not totally true.
Bro,
Because you can still play with your IQ, right?
we saw Busquets last season.
Yeah.
Yeah, you understand? I would say one thing was, yes, he didn't have the legs, and the people around him that played in midfield were not as experienced as he would have loved or he is used to.
Yeah.
But I think Jorginho and Declan Rice in midfield, yes, that will work out because of Rice's engine and
Yeah,
ability to go up and down the pitch. And
yeah,
one thing we've seen from Rice is his ability to adapt and also learn that one-touch game, do
yeah.
it more. So I think him playing with Jorginho, I don't think we'll have much issues because, to be very honest, there will be a game where things will be tough. Raya will be on the pitch. Arteta will bring on Jorginho and Rice will still be on the pitch to
Pitch.
kind of give us that X factor of you can't see the ball, pass the ball around,
You keep the ball
where
around.
you
You keep possession.
yes, give to the goalkeeper is calm, send it out, all these things. You understand me? So that's what we'll see. So I do believe Jorginho will see Champions League minutes. He has the experience. Whether he's old or not, Jorginho is not as old as Fernandinho. Is not as old as Fernandinho
So
was when they
will you
faced
play him
him.
tomorrow? Will you play him tomorrow?
I don't think, for the sake of continuity, I don't think he will play. But if we start beating these teams properly, for like let's say in the second half, let's assume 4-0 or 5-0. I'm just assuming that
Yeah.
it's that kind of scoreline. Then I will bring him on at least to you know put the game
But
down.
you won't.
Give
But
us
you won't start in. But you won't start in.
no, I won't. I won't start him.
Okay.
Where
So
Jorginho
tomorrow
will
come.
end.
Oxmodo says Nketiah starts because we need Jesus fresh for the North London derby. I think I get what you're trying to say, but we need to put minutes in Jesus' legs because
Yes, so it
against
doesn't become
Everton,
rusty.
exactly against Everton, he played a few minutes. I am almost certain Jesus will start tomorrow. Maybe play 70 minutes, and he can be fresh for the North London derby. The North London derby is on Sunday. We are playing in London on Wednesday, so we have
Wednesday.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 3 days. Guys, these are professional athletes. They won't get too
Yeah.
tired like that. So
Well, even
it's
if they say okay, they will do only Friday and Saturday, it's enough. It's
enough.
enough because they had a
It's
match
enough.
on Wednesday, so
Yeah.
it's enough.
So yeah. So it's 7 said I wouldn't mind Jorginho Rice Odegaard for the London North London derby for more game control. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good, but I wouldn't start Jorginho against Tottenham, right? I think we need for the first 60 minutes, we need pace, power, pride. Then we can now bring Jorginho
Aggression.
in.
Yeah.
Aggression. We have Jorginho to now calm it down and make them look silly. So I think now I'm not saying Jorginho cannot play, but for now, in my opinion, we need athleticism. And we have it. It's a
Yes.
different thing. If we didn't have it in our roster, we have it. Let's make use of it. So let's go to prediction.
Yeah.
So what do you think the scoreline will be against PSV tomorrow?
I'll go, we are 3-1, 4-1. 3-1 or 4-1.
So you think we'll concede tomorrow?
I'm just saying that's the worst case scenario. I don't want us to concede. I hope we don't, but let's give him the worst case. If we concede, we still win by 3-1 or 4-1. This one is not about points, clean sheets. Yeah, it's just the win is the most important. I want us to top it.
Everybody. So I noticed that whenever we are doing predictions for our home matches, we are going to just concede. Everybody say 3-1, 4-1, 2-1. So what happens to us being solid at home?
Bro, yeah, I think we don't know how. The thing is, for me, this is the thing. I don't know how we concede at home. Sometimes it just happens. You know, that's very truthful.
What do you mean just happen? No, you can't just tell me just happen. It's like at home, we are not as cautious or defensively astute. Unlike when we go away. Somehow when we go away, we are concentrated.
Because away, we know, yes. You know why? Because the away fans, all these, away, all the people that are at home.
So are you telling me we need the antagonizing habits of the away fans to keep us in check? It's looking like that.
Yes, to an extent, but I think yes, to an extent we do. And secondly, I think it's on us always wanting to be out on the front foot, right? The reason why we don't try to do it at home, why we try at home is before you come out to play us, we want to hit you first so that we always have control. Because it's easier when those teams come away to our home
Mhm.
ground for them to frustrate us and draw us out the mud. Because when you're the big team at home, you want to go and score. Instead of, and the mindset is the smaller teams will wait. So once they feel like,
They are
okay,
laying
let's come.
traps. They're laying
Exactly.
traps.
So let's do it. And sometimes it comes with, in my opinion, a lot of risks.
Okay, let
You
me ask another
understand
question.
me?
Do you think most of these teams I've watched Arsenal in the first 2-3 minutes attack them, because at that time it's like our concentration is not at its peak. It's like we are still
Yeah, of course.
waking up, we are still buffering. It's like something is wrong with our first 10 minutes at home. And we need to cut out that crap. We need to stop that
Yeah,
nonsense.
against Nottingham Forest, it wasn't. But unfortunately, we conceded the goal later on in the game.
Yeah.
Who did we play? Fulham. I
Let's not
think it's
forget,
Justice.
against Baltimore, even though it was last season, we did that
Yeah.
nonsense. Southampton, we did that nonsense.
Yeah, bro.
Fulham,
If you
we
look
did
at
that nonsense.
Bournemouth's own, if I'm being very honest, I would say was one of those
Kamikaze.
lucky goals.
It was just
Bro, it was
kamikaze.
for me. It just happened. You understand? It
Okay.
happened.
Fulham was what?
Fulham
Uh,
was just us being sloppy. Like if we look at both scenarios, the first goal that some of these, my guy tells me something. He said, understand that these small teams, they don't have any other thing. They are like NFL teams where they depend on passage of play. They will go and practice a certain play, maybe in the first minute. This is what you do: hit the ball to this particular person, you hit it down, score. The first minute, that is your first phase of play. Because after that, they do that in the game, they don't have anything apart from parking the bus. Now, against Southampton, it wasn't that Southampton, it was just a silly mistake.
our friend,
Yeah,
from our friend.
easily happen. Because I said it that day, give the ball to either center backs at your side. Just give it to them. It's easier and open. I understand the risky
He
part.
thought he was Jorginho. He thought
You understand? I thought, bro, even there, I wouldn't give that, because I wouldn't do it. If I give the ball to this, I wouldn't do it. Whether I'm Jorginho,
That's why I was
Pello,
pointing you to the pass Raya gave to Ben White on Saturday.
Yeah.
The angle was nice. Accurate.
Of course.
Why are you passing through the middle in the first 30 seconds? Are you sick?
You know what made it annoying? It's not as if I wanted him to give Ben White.
Yeah.
Just give it to Holding. Simple. Holding was standing back. Just give it to Holding.
What about maybe he didn't trust Holding? What about that?
Gabriel was there. Give it to Gabriel.
He doesn't trust. Let's be fair. Gabriel is not too comfortable on his feet with the ball.
Yes, bro.
He's not bad. He's not as good as Saliba and Ben White. Nobody says he's bad. He's not as just good as Saliba and Ben White.
Of course, bro. Gabriel is 65% on the ball. You understand? And I give him that. I'm not going to say because he's 65% on the ball, he's free. Yeah. He could easily have said, okay, they are coming near me. Let me hit the ball. If he hits the ball, we've avoided that phase of play. Or he gives it to Ramsdale. Ramsdale will look and say, these guys are coming. Let me hit the ball somewhere. So both ways, it's not as if realistically and logically and objectively we are going to lose that. Because that was what people didn't understand. It's not the loss, it's the time at which that goal came.
Exactly.
Time we're trying to recover. If we had gone on and scored first, forget Southampton would have been relegated earlier.
Exactly.
Because it would have been a different thing. So, but it's one of those things. It happens in football.
Hopefully, we've learned from that. So let me just chat from Oxmoto. It's crazy how the UCL format changes next year, where there'll be no more group stages. Every team plays 8 games. The top 8 qualify for a round of 16. Exactly. They are the makers of the law. They do whatever they want to do. It is what it is.
I just don't like it because these are the things that make me sometimes wish. You understand? Why don't they just do, what do they call this? Super League. Don't talk about this nonsense. You understand? Because why? Why are we doing this? This format is golden. Why do we have to go to a Swiss format?
Exactly. It is what it is.
So I just look at it. I don't laugh because at the end of the day, I hope we win the Champions League this year to round off, the
I'll be
officially,
happy, especially
bro.
the final at Wembley. Just crown it for me. Just
Yes,
crown it. I'll
because
be excited.
we win it there.
Yeah.
These blue rascals better deactivate Twitter. That is my own. Deactivate. West Ham fans will know that as big as a club we are, we can be very petty. You understand
Exactly.
me? Because they are just talking too much. All of a sudden, people won Europa Conference League. Why? What is so special?
Special about it. That's the third tier of European competition. That's some
You
shame.
understand?
That's some shamelessness.
And
Shamelessness.
what I'm saying, and then one more European trophy.
Oh, come on. So let's round up this preview as against PSV. So your scoreline is 3-1, right? Or that's Oxymoto?
3-1, 4-1, like I said.
Yeah, I'm going for a 3-0. I think Jesus will score tomorrow. I'm looking at Saka, Jesus,
Our boy.
and maybe Kai. Maybe Kai will just open his account for Arsenal tomorrow in Champions League.
The Blue Rascals will burn. Their body will burn.
Oxymoto say my agenda is on Manchester United, Chelsea get free pass for me. See, those two clubs. Sometimes they say he that is down fears no fall.
Of course.
Like I can't banter them no more. It's now becoming meaningless.
Bro, me, I can still banter Chelsea. I can. 10 years. They were laughing at us. I don't have any sympathy towards them. I will not have any sympathy. They better be ready. So they went to go and do secondary school FC.
Like there's nothing to talk about Chelsea anymore. Like,
bro, you know how bad it has gone? Is the fact that people were saying, "Oh, Bournemouth dropped 2 points on Saturday."
Exactly.
Sunday. Exactly. That is the great. Look at what are they calling it? Nicholas Jackson. He will score. Yeah. He's better than Kai.
Imagine that. So you've gone to that level that I'm like, there's nothing for me to use and banter them. Nothing.
So, bro, so let me ask you, what do you think tomorrow's game holds for Bayern Munich and Manchester United?
Sorry about that. Sorry. Let my play finish.
Yeah.
You know that thing about how I see Manchester United. Oh Lord. There's no the English Premier League.
English Premier League. Manchester United.
Yeah, it's just a farce. Both Chelsea and Manchester United, they're just farcical. So you're asking me something?
Yeah, I said, what do you think of Bayern Munich and Manchester United? Manchester United tomorrow.
Nah, I won't be surprised if Manchester United go to Bayern and get a draw. I won't be surprised.
Yeah, bro, even a
Bayern
winner
are not
wouldn't
fantastic. They are not fantastic. There's not. Yes, they have the reputation in Europe, right? Which is great. But are they actually playing fantastic football? I've seen 2 of their games. They're not fantastic. Then if you have Upamecano at your back, I'm sorry.
Maguire meets Super Maguire.
Exactly. He's just a darker version of Maguire, a muscular version of Maguire. Exactly.
I look at it and when I look at it, I think, I don't. Tomorrow for me, I wouldn't be surprised if Man U go there and get a result because they are not spectacular.
Okay. What do you mean get a result? What do you mean get a result? A win or a draw?
A draw. And even a win, I still wouldn't be surprised because that guy is a fraud. That guy just keeps giving me red flags. You understand? I look at them and the problem I'm having is, okay, as you said, this is Europe. It's not the German league, but even when you play, there's still, when you play, right, there's still a way you look at a team play and you think, okay, this team has something to offer. Now, I know Manchester United, we don't, because the problem I'm having is we don't even know what they are doing. So that's the first problem. And unfortunately, these allegations against their players don't even help matters anymore.
Sure.
But when I'm looking at Bayern Munich have the players. It's not as if they don't have the players for us to come and say, oh, this player is not here, this player, they have the players. Now, my problem is, how would Tuchel approach the game? You understand? Because we've seen him in these kinds of games. Tuchel can come out tomorrow and say he wants to counter or play past the boss
Sure.
at home. So that's the problem. So that is just the problem. So if he comes out and says he wants to do that, yes, it might work out for him, but it gives Manchester United an incentive to know that, okay, fine. And let's not forget, Onana is in their goal. So if they have Onana in goal, to a very good extent, one of their tactics will be to starve Bayern Munich of the ball as much as possible. So if they do that, and let's say Bayern, maybe after some times, get frustrated and try to come out, if they hit them on the counter, it can happen. And let's not forget also, Harry Kane is there. So one attack, the man doesn't miss.
Before I actually counter your opinion, which I respect, or rebuttal, let me read this chat. I like when people laughed when they asked about Manchester United. That was very cynical of Pep. That was very petty. But I understand why he did that. Remember when Ten Hag said eras come to an end? It's like his own era of Manchester United is about to come to an end. That was this. He started the joke. Now the joke is back on him. Came with the hat trick. Bisiaka out for 2 months.
Oh man.
Now, even though we might not rate Tuchel highly, Bayern have players who are moment players. We have Gnabry, Leroy Sané, Harry Kane himself. These are clutch players that can just turn on anytime.
Yes, of course.
So that's what means. Those are the X factors that actually.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Very true. Those guys, if they turn on the star, Even we forgot Thomas Muller.
Thomas Muller is still there.
Yeah.
So regardless of how Onana wants to hold on to the ball, eventually he will let it go. He will let it go. So the best man you can get tomorrow, for me, in my opinion, is a draw. I'm not saying it's impossible to get a win. If you get a win, that will be one of the greatest upsets. That will be one of the greatest upsets. But I don't think they can survive the firepower of Sané, Harry Kane, and Gnabry. I don't think so.
Muller also.
I don't think. I don't just think so. Oxmato says Davies on the left back. He's a decent left back, but tomorrow I won't be surprised if what's his name? Rashford scores a blinder. He's selfish. You know how selfish he is. He's only looking for glory for himself, not for the team. It's about
because I was seeing the way that Højlund was moving against Brighton. I was just in my mind. I was just like, imagine that guy was making these runs at Arsenal. He would have
the reason why Rashford can get away with this kind of behavior and selfishness because it's English. If that wasn't an English player, the media would turn on him.
I understand.
They will turn on him. For me, you are not Rashford. Do you think Rashford is world class?
No, my guy said it before. Rashford, like this is the thing, right? Rashford has attributes. You understand? But you see, what made spectacular players, right, was there's this thing that people don't understand. The spectacular players understand passage of play. They know what to do in certain moments. They know that you don't have to dribble every time. They know who you have to. That's Rashford's problem. Rashford, for me, Rashford has not played in a system where everything is not about him.
That means he's not world class there.
No, he's not, bro. You look at Rashford, right? Let's be very honest. Pace, all those things. Henry had it too. But what made Henry different was Henry's ability to play with the team and still have those the proper balance. So for me, because I look at Rashford, right? Rashford can score the goals, but when I look at those assists, I feel when he has a strike partner with him, he will begin to, that's where his, shortcomings will begin to show. The more he can learn, the more he can, because some things, what my guy talked about, simple pass and move is the difference between him and some other players that are making it. Because you look at Martinelli. Even sometimes we even complain he wants to dribble too much. But
Much.
sometimes that pass and move with Zinchenko. See the goal that we scored against Manchester United. It was not a time for Martinelli to want to dribble. It was just a time where we just saw he got the ball. I think Zinchenko had the he gave the ball to Zinchenko. Then Zinchenko passed the ball to Nketiah. Nketiah gave it to Martinelli. Martinelli gave it back to Odegaard. Simple. So all those things are the things that I feel Rashford doesn't do enough. Now, could we also say because of the way they want to also use him? That's another problem. When they just want to use counter attack all the time. That's another problem he will have, because someone that is not used to playing with a left back, you're not used to playing with a striker. I can't remember the last time he played with a proper striker. So sometimes he has to relearn these things.
And reinvent himself.
Yeah, he has to learn. He's playing with a striker now. So if I was talking to my guy said he still gives him time because he's playing with a striker now. So he needs to learn that. Secondly, Manchester United, yes, I understand maybe there's a way they want to play their transition and all, but holding the ball like they tried to do like they did for the first 17 minutes against Brighton, if they employ that, in my opinion, they need to learn to, because my guy said the same thing. He was okay with the first minutes. I remember when he said something, he said, if Manchester United are not, would I say, consistent, because there's a difference. Arsenal knows how to press. Manchester United, they don't know how to press. That's the problem they have. And they can't keep that intensity for long. As you said in their game against Tottenham, even in their previous games, you said in second half, they come out looking tired. For me, I feel they need to have more stamina to play what they want to play. So they need to find a way and accommodate these characters. And that is it.
So, Mr. Efosa, thank you for coming through. I really appreciate you for actually standing this late. I really appreciate you so much. And shout out to Oxymoto in the chat, 87 names in the chat. Let me see and make sure I shout out all of you that made this very interactive. Yes, I've mentioned everybody. Thank you guys so much. We'll be back tomorrow. I don't know if Efosa will have time, but if he has time, I'll try and invite him where we are doing the review, hopefully, of the victory against PSV. We'll do the review against PSV. And if Manchester United lose, we'll come here and review them too. We'll laugh at them.
It looks like the fixture list for today will be a cracker.
Exactly. So, guys, join us tomorrow. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Yeah, watching the playback, do us a favor. We just reviewed the match against PSV at the Emirates Stadium tomorrow, and we did a bit of Manchester United at the tail end of this broadcast. Make sure you join us tomorrow for the review. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe, not subscribe, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. Mr. Fusa, can you do us the honor of giving us the last words?
Well, it's so nice to be back in competition. I feel as a big team and a big club that we are, and reinventing ourselves also, because we also have to understand. Yes, we are reinventing ourselves. We are reaching for the top. So I would say I want us to just give our very best. I want the players to believe they can win this. One game at a time in the competition.
Sure.
Let's just enjoy and the fans tomorrow. I'm so excited because I know they will be buzzing. In fact, what do they call it? I'm sure the program for tomorrow will be amazing.
Definitely. So, during a weekday from work to go and watch the match, that would be fantastic.
Bro, we don't know.
So, guys, join us tomorrow for the review. Like I said, I'm going to repeat it myself again one more time. Subscribe, subscribe. Those that are by subscribing, like the video, very important, so you can push us in the algorithm. And do not forget to turn on your notification bells. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Ciao.